Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be creating my own gel nails, press-on nails. I've discovered the world of nail arts and just found it so fascinating that I decided to explore it on my own. I just find the whole process so relaxing and enjoyable and creative. So right now, I've already prepped the nails. I've filed them, I've buffed them so that they're smooth, but still they have kind of a rough surface. And I'm adding the base coat now. So gel, I find, compared to nail polish, it comes on, you have to do very thin layers. And it's so smooth. It's such a satisfying process. And going through the different colors, there's so many possibilities. And one thing I've learned, it's always good to have a passion or some type of hobby that you're passionate about. And I found doing nail art and delving into this world has been so much fun. So I've brought it back out of the UV light. And this is the other side. I'm doing a full set of almond shaped nails. Just adding the base coat. And there's so many different nail shapes. I find I like the almond shape the best. Square isn't bad. And ballerina. But for me, I don't like if I'm wearing them, I don't want the press-on nails too long. At least I'm calling them press-on nails. But there are so many different ways to do these nails, and in the stores I've seen them sold, and I've never really, I like some of the styles, but I found I have a very unique style of my own, as you'll see later on in the video, that everyone's an individual, and it's important to express that. So as I'm carrying on, putting the other set into the lamp, and now here they both are out. There goes the switch. So here it is, ready to paint. So I'm starting off with this one. It was a new gel nail polish I bought recently, and it's a cherry blossom color. So I found this color just to be a little too bright for my skin tone, but I still use it as kind of like a base. Because after many tutorials, I've actually found it's good to have kind of like a base color to make the top coats kind of, be brighter. But I'm just learning. I'm still a student of nail art, nail design, but I just love discovering new ways of how to mix different colors and do different designs. I've already bought too many tools that I can't wait to experiment with and try different designs. So here I got white. Also, I heard white is a good base coat to use as well. And I'm just trying to get like a good layer, a good thin layer. And also I'm discovering too the polishes I prefer to use. The gel polishes that go on with one coat, where you don't have to do multiple coats. Yes, the time it takes, because it's always 60 seconds, And I'm always trying to make sure one's already under the LED light, UV light, while I'm, painting another set. So I try to time myself to do it 60 seconds and be fast, go as fast as I can. So that's how my process of doing these gel nails. But I'm kind of growing to like this color. It's a beautiful color, this cherry blossom color. But I'd like to mix it up with the white as well. And that's sort of my own take on my own press-on nails. I don't like always to match, but I still want to coordinate with the different tones. And trying to figure out what would be my style for everyday wear, but still be unique at the same time. And this is sort of how I'm doing it. Have sort of brighter neutrals with more toned down neutrals. I like to play a lot with different shades as well. It's a lot of fun experimenting with these nails. And I was surprised that the gel nail polish isn't as smelly as I thought it would be. And here's the other set, fresh out of the oven or UV light. And then I'm baking the other set. And then here, I'm also trying to decide the different pattern I want to use on this other set. Still be unique, but coordinate as well. So white. And trying to make sure I do a thin layer. And this holder I find so helpful. And I love using the UV light. It makes the time go by so quick, 60 seconds. I remember waiting 15 minutes, sometimes more, a lot more, for nail polish to dry. And I just find press-ons are such a good option for me because I get so impatient waiting for my nails to dry that I just want to carry on with whatever I'm doing for the day. And then I get smudges and So for me, doing my own press-on nails and having it ready to go when I'm ready to wear them, that works so well for me. And I remember there was a time when press-on nails used to look so fake, and how far technology has come with how flexible and strong and thin some of these nails are, because I've bought a couple different types and it's pretty amazing. I'm so impressed by how far we've come with press-on nails. So yeah, this is my other pattern for the other hand. So I don't want to be too matchy, but still unique. And I just love layering up different colors, as you'll see next. So there they are together. I just like to mix things up, just experiment. So I didn't get to film that part, but I had this other polish that's a thinner, it's just a thinner consistency. So you can see there, gel nail polish. And I just love how they turned out. So this is the other set. So I'm going to show how this turns out. So this color is kind of like a brown, but it's actually quite thin, which I love. So you can build up the color, and it looks so amazing, almost like stockings. I just so love how this worked out. It's so beautiful and neutral and not boring neutral, And usually beige colors don't really go well with my skin tone, so I'm glad that this is kind of like a brown tone. A little bit of brown. And then I'm experimenting with adding it to the cherry blossom color. It doesn't turn out bad. And again with the thin layers. So I'm timing myself again to be done in 60 seconds so I can, be ready for the other set that's currently baking away. Yeah, just trying to get that thin layer and also just try to make sure it's even, because with the thinner polish, gel polish, it tends to like kind of, you'll see it doesn't look always even, so I'm trying to make sure I put it on evenly so there aren't sides where it's like there's more color on one side than the other side. Keeping everything even. There it goes. The other set is out. So I decided to do another coat. This is kind of a redder color, yeah, and I want to see how it works out. I just love experimenting with different colors. And yeah, that's kind of a more deeper tone. So I don't know if I would still call these neutral nails, neutral base nails. Just trying to thin it out again. But see, it's trickier with this thin polish. So I'm really working on this because this is, truly experimenting. I'm discovering this whole world of nail art, nail design, and I just so love it. But the smell, that's the only thing. It's not too bad, but it does kind of get smelly at times when I do multiple sets in one sitting. But there's ways around it. Like I make sure I have a mask and I keep my windows a bit open to keep some air circulation. And I've looked into different fans. So there's a color I'm going to add to the other set while the other previous set is baking away. There it goes. So this is the second coat going on. Excuse me. So yeah, just adding it to the white and see how the color pops so much with the white base coat. I just love how this turned out. Because at least one thing with my style, I love nails to have many layers and look kind of sophisticated. So there they are together, putting the other set in. The same color red again. So I just love how these are turning out, building up the layers. And that's one thing I learned from the different nail tutorials. It's all about the layers. Thin, but the more layers you do, the kind of more the color pops. And it just looks so amazing. This work in progress. Do you guys have any passion projects, passion hobbies? Just adding now some sparkle. And this is also kind of a thin polish. And that sparkle. It's so, I find it beautiful. Just gives that extra punch to the color. And again, I just love experimenting with the different styles and the different types of glosses and sparkles, and I just have so much fun with this. I could just do a whole bunch of nails all night long, which I have. But I've learned just to do 2 sets per evening, so I don't stay up all night. It's half the time I'm trying to choose what colors to combine, and it's usually at least 3. But I'm just having so much fun experimenting. Just getting the polish there, and also choosing again. Show you the color. So I don't know the names of these colors yet, but when I do another video, I'll make sure to add the names. But yeah, whenever I do these at least once or twice a week, it helps me relax, and it just makes me so happy. And that's one thing, if a hobby doesn't make you happy, don't do it anymore. But this hobby makes me so happy and relaxed, and it's definitely something I need to do more often. Because, life can get very busy, and it's so important to do things that just help you unplug and relax and just have fun and be creative. And nail art has been a great outlet lately for me to just learn to relax. And even with all the learning, it's not frustrating at all. It's come quite easy, I guess, because I have kind of a painting background. So I've learned to adapt it to nails, which is still a big learning curve, in terms of the shape especially, and making sure, again, with the thin layers, that's been tricky at times, to keep it thin. And there they are. They look so beautiful together. I just love having different nails, different patterns. And there's the top coat, the final piece. And this just makes everything come together and just makes everything smooth and beautiful. And it just makes the color pop even more. And I have to say, this is my favorite part, doing the top coat. That one has come out, and that's the last of the top coat. For the other hand, and almost done. And then showing I'm putting on the top coat on this side. I just love how that sort of burgundy red has come out. See how beautiful the color is with the top coat. And yeah, just shine that gloss, and everything is everything to me. That gloss, finishing touch. So beautiful. It makes the sparkle really come out. Oh, I love it. I love it. So beautiful. And this was about four layers, 4 or 5 layers. But not bad. And the timing, it was so quick to do. Beautiful. All done. Look at that shine. Oh, amazing. Let's get a good close up. Good shine. Look at that. Ah, so amazing. I'm so happy how this turned out too. It's a nice close up shot. The top coat just makes it shine so beautiful. I'm actually so surprised and so happy at how this turned out. Total experiment, nothing planned. I just knew I wanted something neutral. And here, fresh out of the oven, all together. Just experimenting with different patterns too, you know. Which one do you prefer? Top or bottom? I think I prefer the top one, but I still love having two different hands, but still the same colors. Well, thanks for watching, and let me know if you want more of these videos. And bye bye.